Hi there, everybody. We'll just give it one more minute here to let some more people join. All right, let's get started. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being with us today. My name's Carrie. I'm the marketing coordinator at Adair Homes, and this is Chuck. He is our home ownership counselor out of the Cresswell office, and he's going to be sharing this Marion Plan with us today. Go ahead, Chuck.
Hello, thanks everybody for logging on and joining us on the virtual open house today. So this was a home that we recently did in Cottage Grove, Oregon for some customers. And it's a very popular plan for a number of reasons. So we really wanted to do the virtual open today to share it with everybody. So I'll start by just talking about the plan a little bit. It is a 2,432 square foot plan. And from a layout standpoint, it is, you can see right here that this is the main floor. The main floor is 1,016 square feet, and it's going to be for common areas, your kind of family space and things like that. So it'll have your great room, your nook, kitchen, formal dining room, and then the den down below. And then all of your living space really is going to be upstairs. So you got master suite upstairs with 3 bedrooms, or you do 2 other bedrooms and a bonus room upstairs. Number of reasons why this plan is very popular, but one of which is just really the size of the other bedrooms. A lot of people kind of like that standard 10 foot by 10 foot bedroom size. So you'll see that they're very generous. The smallest bedroom upstairs is 11.5 feet by 12.5 feet. So, and even that is a 178 square foot room. And then the other 2 bedrooms are really significantly larger, right? So you can see 280 square feet for bedroom 4, and then we've got 245 square feet for bedroom 2, and then the master suite is at 271 square feet. So large bedrooms, if you've got some views on a property, things like that, having all the living upstairs will give you a lot of great views out of the bedrooms. So when we get into the plan, I'll kind of, point that out to everybody as we sort of look at the plan. This home, another reason why this home was popular is because it has a great starting price. So out of my branch here in Cresswell, Oregon, the starting price for just the home is $78.74 a square foot for the classic series of this home. So that is a great value no matter how you look at it. And also with that size, it tends to drive a lot of interest with the customers. We've done this plan many times. Actually, some of our photos on the website are actually from a plan we did here recently as well. So with the classic series, you can see that it's going to be lap siding top to bottom on the plan. And it's a pretty simple front porch that you've got right there, just kind of a front entry porch. It won't have the trim windows or the lights in the doors, things like that. So the next series up on this plan is called the Traditions. The Traditions adds a front porch that goes all the way across that you can see right there. It trims out the windows, in front of the plan, puts lights in the garage door, lights in the front door, and just adds some deck features. So you'll get a second and third treatment of siding. You'll get the batten board, and then the hardy shake that's up there, and then the corals up at the peak. So if in case you were wondering, so when we built the homes, they're all hardy product on the outside of the home. So that is hardy shake, hardy batten board, hardy lap siding, along with hardy panels, trims, corners, everything's a hardy product on the outside of the house. And then lastly, we've got the Signature Series, which is the home that we're doing today. This one also adds a kind of a secondary front porch. It pushes out just a little bit further to give you that additional peak right there. The posts are built out. This is shown with optional stonework, but otherwise they'll be as I show on the plan today. And then just a couple other small detail finishes. You get what's called a dental rail instead of a pulley band, separating the top gable right there. And when you do a Signature Series, it wraps the whole home in these architectural features. as opposed to a Traditions where we do the features only on the front face of the home. So that's the general layout of the plan, and we'll kind of roll into the video. I'll point some stuff out here. And if you have any questions, feel free to fire them off to Carrie, and she'll run interference and stop me for any questions you guys might have. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat box over there, and we'll address your questions as we go.
Chuck, we actually do have a question here from Sarah. Sarah wants to know if we can use the pre-painted products from Hardie for a fee.
It is something that we can, I have not actually explored that yet. I imagine it is something I could custom option though. So, you know, as we kind of walk through this plan, I'll talk about options and things like that that you can do at the home. That is not one I've tried, but I imagine it's something I could request and source. So yeah, if there was a particular Hardie product that you were interested in, generally speaking, so long as you stay within the family lines of what we source, even if it's not a standard material that we build with, we can probably source it out for you. So we would have to explore that one individually with you. Okay, so I'll start the video and kind of start and stop it. Well, and I guess before I even start, so same thing with kind of the customization piece. This is actually a signature series of this home, but you'll notice that unlike with our rendering here, how it's got the batten board siding going top to bottom, this particular home has lap siding going all the way up into the peaks. And that was HOA request. So if you live in a neighborhood that has an HOA, we can present them the plans and modify them and tweak them according to their architectural designs and things like that. So that'll be part of the process when you're working with a home ownership counselor. So this particular HOA did not like the batten board, so we replaced it with just lap siding up into the peaks. And then I will go ahead and hit play, and you will see that this is a signature series of this home. So it's wrapped all the way around the house, and it comes out with that extended front porch. Now the customer, you'll see, kind of has this really, they did a great job on it. So the customer did these shutters themselves, burnt the wood in the whole 9 yards, and they also removed the Hardie and did their own kind of burnt wood posts and things like that. So kind of just nice little details that they wanted to add to their home to make it feel as custom as possible in the neighborhood that they were building in. They definitely had a strong vision of the house that they wanted. So there's some things that you'll see in here that kind of drive to that point and things like that. This home that I toured was, it was after they had already closed on the house and everything like that. So the customers had control of the home at this point and had done any number of things that I'll kind of point out as we go through this. And actually their dog was hanging out with me while we were doing this too. So we'll sort of keep going in here. This is a non-turnkey home. So while we offer a turnkey option, these customers were very hands-on do-it-yourselfers. So they contracted out the site work and some of this concrete work. I'll pause on there because it's really impressive. So I was a big fan. So yeah, we'll get a close range of kind of just that little piece that they right there to you know, customize their home their way. Then we'll come up to the front there. So it's a nice stamped concrete that they did for the front porch right there. So I definitely made sure to grab that concrete person's information because it's always sort of hard to tell on a video, but it came out really nice. So we'll be handing out that person's cards in a while. So when you walk into the home, you walk into the entry right here, and you've got the stairs right here at the entry. The garage will be on your left, so I just kind of open it up and show it off in here. As we continue working. And then I'll turn to the right over here, and you've got the den. So the den is definitely what I would call a den. It's not a large space in the room, definitely kind of a secondary bedroom space. I'll sort of pause it right there and take a look. And the den registers at about 106 square feet and is 13 by 9.5 feet. So it'll make a great small office for someone. Customers have hickory wood floors, so nice wood floors, and then we also have some custom trim pieces that I'll point out. So on any of the homes, we can option a lot of different things, you know, in the showroom for people that have been working with a homeownership counselor. You might see all kinds of products in the home, but we're not necessarily limited to it. So, you know, we go through Moen for our faucets, we go through Shaw for flooring, Therma-Tru doors, Emser tile, and if it's not in the showroom, it's something we can source, then we'd be happy to explore kind of custom options with you. I'm kind of showing like the trim that they did right there, which is higher base molding trim. Their own like the Naughty Alder cabinets. This is an option for 5-panel doors.
So we do have a couple of questions here, Chuck.
Sure, go ahead.
Bernice wanted to know if you could point out the non-standard features. For example, is the garage mud and taped standard?
The garage, so the way it works on a plan, and I'll pause over here to answer your question. So generally speaking, the garages are not finished unless it's connected to living space. So in this particular plan, considering that there's living space above and then wrapped around the sides right here, this plan will essentially have a mud and taped garage because most of the garage is connected to living space. On a plan with a side garage or a front garage or things like that, then it's likely to be kind of open studs on the outside and unfinished. Every plan has an option to finish the garage though, if you're looking at a different plan.
And then Annie wanted to know if the second floor can be flipped around, reverse floor plan on that floor. Absolutely.
And we'd have to look at the placement of the stairs and things like that. So the stairs would be the one complicating factor of that. But I'm sure if there's a will, there's a way, and we would just get with the drafter and talk about how to approach it. And by that, I'm presuming you mean try to keep the bottom level the same as what it shows and then just reverse the top level. So it would be just a matter of trying to figure out how the stairs would work to make that, to accomplish that. So.
And then I had one other question regarding exteriors. Can the Hardy Plank stucco 4x8 panels be used instead for the siding?
Yeah, you'll see that we do the Hardy panels on our modern homes, and so we could do modern elements like that on this home. So let me hop over here. You'll see. So this is the Marion Plan. We have a similar plan that is our 2830 Livingston, which is a very similar layout to the 2432, just larger. And you'll see how clever we are that we also have the Everett Plan, which is a very similar floor plan as well. And this is where they're using Hardy panel siding out here on this plan. So we have done options to kind of modernize with the Hardy panels, the Marion before, to kind of accommodate that. And we've sort of already done it with this plan. So even modifying the roof line to a low pitch roof and things like that is something that's on the table for the Marion Plan as well. And if I'm not answering your questions, keep firing them in. We'll get to it. So the customers have quartz countertops. They opted to not do a backsplash with us, and we deleted all the backsplashes to give them the flexibility to install their own. So so that's a project that they'll still be working on. And then you know, an option, custom option for like a copper sink. And with the Naughty Alder cabinets. Then we'll go in here. So standard flooring is carpet and vinyl. So wood flooring is definitely an upgrade in a home. We also have luxury vinyl plank. We have tile floor available for areas. So that's something that we would work out price with customers themselves. The beauty of it is that a starting price of $78.74 a square foot, it tends to leave a healthy budget for a lot of customers on being able to upgrade it. Again, I'm just highlighting kind of the backyard space. So, you know, about lot work and things like that. So this customer was able to achieve a flat lot. I'm going to estimate there was about 6 feet of fall. So that's where you can kind of see working with the excavator to grade it out to make it possible for them to just build a flat lot home. Then you'll see a bunch of pallets outside where they're going to be building sort of a retaining wall around the side of the property. So that's something we would work with you and your excavator with. If you were to do a non-turnkey path.
Chuck, we have a couple people asking, how long does it take to build?
How long it takes to build. So the actual build time out of a branch like ours is 165 days. So 5.5 to 6 months build time from when we go start the foundation. Now you also have to consider the time between when we sign the home order with you and when we're ready to build. So pre-construction averages about 4 months. So that is the time allowed for customers to get the permits in hand, get the excavation work done, get power to the property, water to the property, finalize their loan details, and those kinds of things. So generally customers are in pre-construction for about 4 months before we move into construction. So long story short, about a 10-month total process from when we're finalizing the home that we're gonna build with you. So the half bath comes with a pedestal sink, and one of the first things that they did was took out the pedestal sink, and they got that in there, and I'm not sure what it was, and I meant to call the customer and ask them, but some cool random sink that they put in there. Okay, we'll head up to the bedrooms up here.
And Chuck, Bernice wanted to know if the wall between the kitchen and dining room could be removed and if it's structural.
Sure. Even if it was structural, they could just do a structural beam up there. So if it was structural, it might have like a drop soffit beam of some sort, but it could definitely be accommodated to remove that wall. So this customer did a master bath upgrade. When you see a master bath upgrade, as I rotate around again, I'll kind of show you. Oh, that's terrible. So it's a soaker tub. So it adds a soaker tub right there by the window on the plan. And it's a fiberglass soaker tub with a surround, and it converts the walk-in shower to a fiberglass walk-in shower with a shower curtain. You can also add shower doors if you want to that plan, but that's a popular option, obviously, in the master bathroom. Generous walk-in closet right there. This plan, like I said, has large bedrooms. One of the nice features about that as well is that they each have their own walk-in closet, except one bedroom has a slider, but the other bedrooms have walk-in closets. So while we don't offer vessel sinks as a standard option, vessel sinks is something that we could source for you through our plumbing contractors and things like that. So again, if you don't see it in the showroom, don't be afraid to ask your homeownership counselor if it's something that they can work out with you. This is the utility room. So anybody that's has a bunch of kids, it's nice to have a utility room right next to the bedrooms, so you don't have to travel around with the laundry all over the home. This is the smallest of the bedrooms, and it is the only bedroom that has a bypass closet or a sliding closet, but it's still a really large one. It's about a 6-foot bypass closet, so still plenty of space in that room. And then the customer did mention that if they could do it over again, this is a furnace closet right here. And he thought, you know, looking back at it, that was something where he felt like he'd rather have the furnace up in the attic just to gain that space for the home and storage. So, so we can always work on that and move the furnace to a different location for you to make it work out better. Bathroom 2 upstairs. So again, the naughty yellow cabinets, soft close cabinets, quartz countertops, tiled floor. So it's nicely finished home. And then the other bedroom. So we'll hop out here. So like I had mentioned, you know, if you do have any views out the property, the bedrooms being up high like this will definitely help you take advantage of that. For trim packages, we can always do modified trim packages. I'm not sure if I breezed past it yet or not, but customers oftentimes will see our preset options. Yeah, here we go. So, you know, little things. So we have like a Craftsman package with a, you know, a 4-inch header, 2 1/4 down the sides, but you can add like a trim piece through here if you would like. So we can modify the trim packages on the home. Same thing. It's just small details like that that can really make a home feel very custom to you. So if there's something that you want to work with your homeownership counselor, just ask away. It's likely we can do it for you.
Chuck, we have a few questions here.
Sure.
Bernice wanted to know if you could tell us about the heating options and what standard.
Sure. The base price of the home includes heat pump and an air conditioner. So they're fully ducted homes at base price. It can be either electric furnace and a heat pump, or if you want to do a natural gas or a propane furnace, then we would do an air conditioning unit outside. But that's included in the base price. We use American Standard for our heating and cooling systems out of Crestwell, Oregon.
LaDonna wanted to know if we could do a tankless water heater as an option.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of customers request that. We tend to not do them electric ones just because they're really low performance. So we do request that it's a gas tankless water heater if we're going to do it.
Awesome. And then, does this home have 9-foot plates downstairs?
Oh, yeah, it does. It has a 9-foot plate height, which, let's go back a ways here. I don't know why I lingered on the garage as long as I did, but actually, let's point something out. When you do a 9-foot plate height, your garage door gets a foot taller, so we increase the size of the garage door. So for anybody with a pickup or anything like that, we'll increase the size of the garage door. And all of the windows on the first level will gain a foot in height. So if it was a 4-foot by 5-foot window, it'll become a 4-foot by 6-foot window. So we add a foot to all the window heights on the bottom level where we do a 9-foot plate height. And then if we advance towards the kitchen here, it's a cute dog. You will also get taller upper cabinets in the kitchen. I love our soft close cabinets. I have to point them out every time. So when I rotate around here, the standard home with an 8-foot ceiling has a 30-inch upper cabinet, and when you do a 9-foot plate height, my video skills here are failing. When you do a 9-foot plate height, the upper cabinets will go up to 36 inches. So that all is available with a 9-foot plate height.
And then what options do we have for skylights or solar tubes?
We don't do solar tubes. We avoid things that are round and present the opportunity to introduce water into your home. But we will do skylights, and skylights are available. Skylights are available on, obviously, the upstairs of a home, either in a 2-foot up by a 2-foot or a 2-foot by 4-foot. And the location would just be dictated, of course, slightly by the truss amount, but in general, you could put them anywhere. And that reminds me, let's go back up here to the master. This home has a vaulted master. Upstairs, there is an option to vault the master. I'm not sure if I captured that. Not sure if I captured that very well. But this, you can vault the master upstairs in this plan as well.
Sarah wanted to know if you could show the down the stairs shot at the end of the video.
Sure. Back up just a hair. My last 2 open houses have been customers have painted their doors gray, so it comes out really nice when people do it. What were you wondering about the stairs?
She just wanted to see the shot from what I can tell. Annie wanted to know if Ethernet ports are installed standard.
They are. There's two Cat 5 Ethernet ports are installed, one in the kitchen and one in the master. We can move them accordingly or add. Or if you want to do a custom option to do a Cat 6 Ethernet cable, we can do a custom option for a Cat 6 as well.
And do we have an option for extra soundproof to a bedroom?
Absolutely. Yep. Every home, we can just pick the space where we want to do either additional on a 2-level. You can insulate and do soundproofing between the 1st and 2nd level, or between any of the walls that you want.
And then Chris wanted
also,
to know,
if you wanted to, if you're going for it, you could also do solid core doors. If you want to choose a couple doors like your master and you want a solid core door, we could option in a solid core door for you as well. Go ahead. Sorry, Carrie.
No worries. Chris wanted to know how much sweat equity customers are allowed to do themselves.
Customers are allowed to do a bunch of sweat equity. So primarily we try to keep it to the site work and the site related items. So when we work with a customer, they can contract with whatever site person that they want to use. And we always recommend professionals, but if your uncle runs an excavator and he'll do your site work for you, we don't care at Adair Homes. We're looking to help get you into your home for the best possible price, as long as it meets code and specs and requirements. Then how you get that site prepared is up to you. So that's the primary way that customers have sweat equity. A lot of customers will paint their own homes. These customers painted their own home, inside and out. And painting is not included in the base price. So we can do it, or you can do it, or you can pay someone else to do it. But painting is an expensive option, so we definitely give people flexibility on the home with that one. When it comes to the house itself, we want to build the home fundamentally ourselves at Adair Homes. So we're warranting the home, so we want to cover that. But there are things, and people will work out things with superintendents at times that will create more or less flexibility for them on certain things. I know some customers have a very detailed vision of low voltage wiring and smarting out their home, and then some folks that have got that capability have definitely gone into their homes and have put in those kinds of features of low voltage. And then some customers will hop in there and throw in interior wall insulation and things like that, soundproofing, pre-drywall. So it's definitely something that you'd want to talk to a superintendent about. But fundamentally, for the house, we want to build the house for you.
Specifically, he was wondering if the customer can tile floors in bathrooms.
No, we want to be responsible for tiling floors in the bathroom. So we would have, put in just the regular vinyl and things like that, and then you could tile yourself once you take ownership of the home.
And Bernice wanted to know if she can source her own plumbing fixtures and electrical fixtures and bring it to be installed.
No, not according to our program. So we're gonna provide and supply our product. So if there's something very specific you want that we can't source, then I would say just accept our standard materials and things like that, and you can install them afterwards.
Awesome, and it looks like that's all the questions I have right now.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining, and if you have any questions about the process or anything like that, or that you're new to this, definitely reach out to your local branch and sit down and talk to a homeownership counselor. There's a lot of details that go into building, and even if you mentally think you're a year out, the time is probably now to start talking to someone so that you can start working on that vision for your own home. So I would encourage everybody to reach out to someone if you haven't already.
You can also get a hold of us on our website via the live chat function, and we will have somebody reach out after this webinar to see if you have any more questions. But otherwise, thank you everyone for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
And then before I cut, Chris asked a question there about custom plans. Yes, we will do full custom plans. We work directly to price it out with people, so you would want to reach out to a branch, and they'll look at the plans with you and try to work at least up a tentative estimate with you to give you an idea of what it would look like for us to build that home for you. All right, thanks everybody for your time today, and we look forward to working with you. Have a good day.
Thank you.